Sorry, that was something. But hello there. Sorry, let me get. Okay then. Welcome. For everybody wondering, the device that I use for recordings cannot record in editions that are old, so yeah, I can't really do older editions of Minecraft since they won't record as well. But welcome to the vampirism mod and a bunch more mods. And this is the thing where you guys can really decide on what could happen, in the comments, Like, why is there two? Hold on a second, why is there two? Um, that's not at all confusing. But anywho, we should probably start off by, mining some trees. I'm using this mod that I love using called Vein Miner. It actually works very well. So these people over here are vampire hunters, if you couldn't tell. And, today, I'm really going to be asking, like, one thing that I know from the start. Maybe another thing, depending on what we find. But, my question would be, what faction should I join? Should I be a vampire and kill all humans, or rule over all humans? Or should I be a vampire hunter and liberate all humans from the wretched grasp of vampires and vampirism in general? That's what I'm asking you guys about. Really? That's all? Yeah, but, sorry, it's kind of hard to keep this voice up, but, more vampire hunters. Hopefully we can find a village and stuff. But, the Fallout mod I was planning on doing, or I tried to do at least, I figured out how to make it work, but my insights capture will, for some reason, not work with the version 1.12, so I can't do the ATM mod either. Sorry, because somebody asked about the ATM mod, and all those other things. Another mod I added would be the, Ice and Fire mod, which is like fairy tale things, like dragons and fairies, and a lot more cool stuff. I'll give you some of the logistics of the vampires. Like, I'll tell you the differences between the vampire hunters and vampires. First, the vampires, basically, they can only stay out at nighttime, but they get coffins. Oh my god, that is a pink sheep. That is a pink sheep. I have enough wool. You will stay alive, pink sheep. But as a vampire, you will start to burn in the sunlight. Obviously, if you're in or near running water, you get weakness. But in exchange for that, you don't need to use hunger. You need to use what's it called, a blood tracker. you have perma night vision. You get extra hearts. You get more magic stuff and stuff. You could turn into a bat. You suck people's or animals anything that has blood, except for like small creatures' blood. And usual hostile mobs don't attack you, except for spiders. They still hate your ass. But yeah, like that's a quick overview of the vampire part. And also to level up, you need to like collect. You could also a very big part of the vampires is also you need to collect human hearts. And then for vampire hunters, basically, we get very cool weapons and things to fight off vampires. Well, we're able to stay in the sun. We 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 have amazing weapons and stuff. Some of our abilities cause vampires and vampire creatures like to freeze. When leveling up, we have to deal with vampire blood and like math and science and stuff. Um, and what else? You're also human, but some of the cool weapons you're able to use. You're actually able to use. You're actually able to use weapons like crossbows that are semi-automatic. You could like they're so the crossbows are very cool, and then you have this very cool variation of axe, which is also like amazing. And then we have our own special armor that literally puts us on par with like vampire speed and vampire strength. Oh, it's a hippogriff, I think. Yeah, it's a hippogriff. Nice. And you gotta be careful when we look at the pixies because if you're not looking at them, they will steal from your inventory. But yeah, but we can only really make that decision unless we find a. We can only become a vampire if we get vampire teeth, basically, which means we have to which means we'll have to find a rather kill a vampire for its teeth, or we need to go find a village with a vampire hunter trainer, and we can just steal the teeth from his house. Or if we want to do vampire hunter, we need to find him, and then we're gonna have to use a syringe to inject garlic into us, so we can't become vampires. Since well, vampires do have a big distaste and are warded off by garlic. But it is becoming night, so I should probably start crafting. Alright. Nope. Wrong control. Boop, 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 boop. Alright then. Oh fuck, I forgot world edits on this mod pack I got. Wait, can I still use? Well, I guess this is useless then. Another thing with Vampire Hunters faction is that you have allies literally everywhere, and if you need to, you can sleep in a tent in the nighttime if you're gonna like die and stuff. But you can only do that if you're a vampire hunter. Like you can see, I can't use a tent yet. Sad, but it is what it is. I'm going to need papers, though, for either side. And looks like we found a cave. Ow! Hmm. Oh, shoot. I forgot something. No. I just remembered that because I was about to jump. But now that we've gotten to a stone lair, I can basically just... And that's all the stone I'm going to need early game. Bam, 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 bam. I said bam. Die, zombie, die. I said die. There we go. You died, you. I do not need you stealing my stuff at the moment. I forget how much hit points these things have. Alrighty then. Come on. There we go. Pixie dust. I can use that for actually good healing powder, so, actually... You know, that's a really good healing substance, but, let's continue, shall we? Fuck, well, let's try that again. Well, at least I have a hoe now. I guess I won't need to worry about making one of those soon. But I did not know it gave me this many effects, actually. I only remembering that it gave you boosts in the bestiary, but, boom. Damn, that was a mega critical hit, yes, there we go. I tried to, yeah, no. Ooh, more iron. Yummers. And then there's silver. It's good against undead creatures, but I can't mine it right now since I have stone, and that needs, ow. Well, it looks like I can't really get that either. But I'm more iron, you see. I'm getting a lot of one bins, and I'm gonna move this down so I can actually see the, vein miner properly. Alrighty then. These ones right here. Spiders. They are a menace to both the vampires and the vampire hunters. They attack both. And I'm close to dead. But no worry, I've got enough iron, and that's a lot of iron, actually. Weehee. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, no, this is actually a pretty nice cave so far. A good amount of iron, a good amount of coal. Like, very good, actually. And it goes even deeper and further. I am not going to face that skeleton. It'll probably one-shot me with with an arrow. But anywho. Ooh, more iron, Huh. Well, I've got a good amount of iron, so I should probably start, crafting. Never mind, I guess I'm gonna have to kill the zombie. Oh, never mind, I'll just have the vampire hunter do so for me. But I guess I'll kill the spider. Alrighty then, put that down here. I actually have enough supplies to make a bed, so I'm gonna do that real quick. And there we go. We're not staying there, because this is where my spawn point, but, wait, can I turn this into a dye? No, I can't. But I can turn this into dye, and then, bam. And yep, that's it, we got a better bed. Now time to make an iron pickaxe. Pick this up, and, wait till the rest of that's done cooking. While we wait for that, I can probably check up there real quick. Oh, more fairies. And in here is nothing. Nada. Not a thing. Alrighty then, let's check on it. Okay. Let's continue just a little exploration, you know? Not too far away so I could instantly get back. Oh, that's a weird water. More fairies I could possibly turn into fairy dust. But probably not at the moment since they're way up in the sky. Ooh, more fairies down there actually. I could probably take one out right now. I just gotta be careful that they don't steal from me. Oh wait, hold on a second. Something's not going on right. Okay, there we go. Something went wrong. But yeah, I can make more, oh, this Ambrosia. Really good buff, actually. I didn't know it was that good. If I knew it was that good all the time, I would be massacring the fairies. YouTube, please do not take that out of context, please. But yeah, no, I might start. Well, I guess it's kind of up to you guys if I should kill the fairies and such for those boosts, or if I shouldn't. But silver. Another metal which deals extra damage against undead creatures. Which means if we become a vampire, it'll be useless and I'll throw it all away. But if we become a vampire hunter, it would be very good starting gear, since some of the things are locked behind levels, like the cool hunter's axes. You need to be at least level 4 to start using them. But sorry, let me just sorry, got something stuck in my throat. But and it was like, and it was kind of making my throat hurt. But I did not realize how far up I. Ow. But yeah, no, our first decision will really be what faction will I join, basically. Okay then, up here. Also, we will be determining if I should get like a dragon as a pet, and I just went in a circle. Fantastic. If I should kill every dragon and throw away every dragon egg, if I should hatch the dragons, what dragons I should hatch, since from my experience there seem to really only be 3 dragons. There's Ice Dragon, Fire Dragon, and Lightning Dragon. We are not including the Ender Dragon. But you will be shaping the world building of this world this world, basically, you know. What I do, that'll be like dependent on like how you answer in the comments and such. But berries. Also, if I become a vampire, I'm gonna have to throw away all the food and get rid of every farm. Except for like wheat and stuff, since we need cow farm or animal farms in general. Cows being the best source of blood. Because villagers don't have much. Can't suck from the vampire hunters. Do not take that out of context. What else? You can't suck blood from chickens. Sorry, hold a second. You can't suck. Basically, if it's too small, you can't suck blood from it. Some creatures have more blood than others. Horses and cows have the most, but cows are probably the easiest to farm, since, if I remember correctly, you need golden carrots or something to breed to breed to breed golden carrots or golden apples to breed horses. Yes, maybe donkeys could also work, but I haven't really tried the donkeys yet. But I think donkeys might be the same with horses on how you have to breed them and such. Very weird things. Also, there are raids where when you're a part of a faction, you can choose to rather take over a village or defend a village from a raid from the opposite faction. If you're a vampire hunter, a fog grows over the village as vampires attempt to attack it, since, well, if it's not nighttime, then they're going to die from the sun. Speaking of which, hello there, vampire hunters. Or hunter, or huntress. It's very hard to tell. Also, I have a map of everywhere I've traveled. I can teleport around. That is a graveyard. We can explore that later if you want to. But, yeah, no, there's a village, actually. A village. Also, if you don't mind, I'm probably gonna teleport a lot. And this seems to be owned by the the hunter faction. Yeah, this is a hunter village. Which means vampire hunters are very persistent here. You know, um, if I wanted to be here as a vampire, I cannot suck any of the blood of these people, since they have garlic infused in their blood and such. Yeah, no, nothing in here. It's been a while since I've been in one of these villages. But here we go. If we want to be a vampire, we have to ingest that. Or we're going to want to... There's the garlic I need. Inject this into us. How do we do that exactly? Well, we kind of just need to make a syringe, actually. Overkill, but I might need sand for later. You never know. I don't know either. If you side with the vampires, I'm pretty sure a lot of things require glass. You know, a lot of things require glass if you side with the vampires. With the vampire hunters, not so much. You can trade vampire souls for this guy's stuff. But, yeah. But it's turning nighttime. Let me sleep. Okay, then never mind. Oh, no. Get out my bed. Looks like my bed's here till I rather invade this village. Or, you know, join the vampire hunters. I should probably organize my inventory a bit more. I should probably eat, actually. There we go. I have eaten. But now time to continue, exploration, yes. Find a cave. And, you know, I think it'll be a good point to end this video, rather, this is a, graveyard. If I mess anything up with this place, I will be attacked by ghosts. Ooh, iron. Ow! I got one of the stronger ghosts, great. Who you gonna call? Be careful. These manuscripts are actually good for, the bestiary, which we can talk about later. Possibly next episode. We can talk about it when we get to it. Ooh, it's a puppers! And another one. And another one. And another one. Also, this is not the latest version, so there are some things that I cannot do. This is only 1.20.1. Or one, yeah, I think this is only 1.20.1. So I can't have copper tools. Well, normally, the mods I have on do, give copper tools, luckily enough. But I can't make, I don't think I can make some copper things. Like, I don't think I can make the copper chain. And there are no leaves, as you can see on the floor. But this seems to be a cave? Nope, it's not a cave. Of course. Also, something that seems to persist me is that, I always break my ankles. Like, I do not care for my ankles. That's why the, armor I tend to be making the most would be, boots. Since I'm always out of boots. But I really need to find a cave. Oh, it's a dragon skeleton. Ice and fire, or fire and ice mod. Running dragons. Let me test to see what my dragon knowledge real quick, since the skulls are actually different. I can honestly tell that this is not a, this can't be a frost dragon, since their noses are horned, and it still can be a frost dragon, since you can see up there. But let me think. This is probably a fire dragon. And I am correct. Invasive species. What's that over there? Let's check it out. Also, another thing with vampires, I literally just forgot. The bubbles reminded me, you don't have to breathe underwater. Which is cool and all. Oh yeah, frost lily. Nice, but we finally found a cave, yes. We. Because we are French. Sorry, should have put a trigger warning for the French. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please don't tell me this is just a water cave. Please tell me this at least goes down further, but good thing it was just that one section. Most likely. Pretty nice cave so far. Vampires. Oh god, it's baby zombies. Shoot. There's an easy way to deal with all of these, problems. Oh, it's a waystone. Cool. But it's called going into the sun. The vampires won't follow me, and the baby zombies will burn up. Way before they reach me. It seems like those baby zombies have been warded off. But you know, it's a waystone. I can teleport around into... I usually use these for, like, caves. Since, well, I can only teleport, like, on the surface here. God, my inventory is already full. But now that I have these boosts, it'll be much easier for me to deal with these vampires. See? Damn, that was a good crit. Adrian. I'm sorry, Adrian, but you must die since I am not a vampire or nor a vampire hunter. But so you want to kill me either way. You just want to kill me if if I'm not a vampire hunter. If I'm not a vampire, that's really it. Oh, in vampire blood, the main thing that vampire hunters need for leveling up. Ooh, more iron. I'll never say no to some iron. Never mind. I guess the spiders are forcing me to say no to some iron. You two duke it out while I collect this iron. And damn it. Yeah, this is going to be my house for the time being, so I'm just going to put some of my stuff in here. If I do become a vampire, though, I'm going to have to, like, move out of this place first, since, well, this is a vampire village. Unless I, get a bunch of cool things. But let me check, where did I die? About over here-ish. More likely over here. But it seems that there's an area over here that I missed. Ooh! Ruined portal. Let's see what's in here. Shovel. Helmet. And obsidian. The ice bucket challenge. Wait. Oh yeah, I also have the mod where I can do that, but if I just, I will do that later when I have the materials to mine obsidian. So I'm actually going to place this waystone right here. What should I name this? Nether portal. But yeah, I think that's probably where I'm gonna end this episode, video or episode off. Yeah. So tell me, I have so there are gonna be two things discussed, or I guess really one main thing. What should I do? Should I be a vampire or a vampire hunter? Sorry, wrong button. It's up for you to decide in the comments. Bye.